Mercy back here again with another video. It's finally here, okay? The deconstruction of Bugzy Malone's Through the Night track that came out yesterday, okay? Now, I was going to go through the parts where he's obviously going towards a rapper or going towards an artist. When he just shows off about his money and that, I won't really go through that. But ones that are more specific to an artist and like that, that's ones that I go through, okay? With the help of Genius. Okay, cool. So it says, first line, it says, looking like a war is looking like beef. So this is already confirming that, yo, this track is about starting a war. This track is about beef, okay? So people are saying, nah, it's also track, fam. It doesn't matter, bro. Fam, he's saying himself, is looking like war, is like beef, okay? Tell them I'm lurking, nigga, don't sleep. I ride into a village on a horseback, 5,000 soldiers in my fleet, but it's looking like a war, it's looking like beef, and they had nothing to do but invisible beef. Now, this invisible beef is apparently aimed at STORMZY, okay? This line is aimed at STORMZY about how he had beef in the past with a few subtle mentions here and there. Kadel was probably the largest beef he had. To be honest, it's true, because when somebody has, I've had beef, I've killed rappers, I've killed it, you're thinking, bruv, who have you killed? Like, fam, who have you killed? Every time, I kill rappers, I kill all these rappers, all these artists, I killed them, we don't know who he's killed. We don't know, okay? So this is what it's been about invisible beef. And to be honest, most artists do that. They talk like they talk like they're flipping killed bare man, like they dropped bare bodies, but they did nothing, okay? Cool. STORMZY would drop a few subtle lines at people, whereas Kadel would make a whole diss track. For example, you can tell them to shut up. We'll both say shut up. When I say shut up, I get a pluck difference. This could be aimed at yeah, you know what I mean? Like invisible beef. That's what most rappers do, okay? Let's go to the next one. Looking like you coming up against me, looking like Bugzy's top 3. Now that's a powerful statement. To say you're top 3, I'm not sure it's top 3, but that's, you know, everyone has their opinion. If it's top 3 in North London, I mean in North England, okay, probably, but top 3 in the whole grime scene game, ooh. Like Bugzy makes good songs, don't get me wrong, but top 3. You have to have like a proper legacy for you to be top 3. But yeah, again, STORMZY's reference, with STORMZY's release of Gang Signs and Prayer, putting him easily established top 3 grime stars, if not number 1 in 2017. Bugzy is now dropping his EP and putting himself there with STORMZY. I don't think he's top 3. Okay? Next line. And certain men are getting too old to compete. Certain men are getting too old for this grime thing now. This is a shot at grime elders in the grime scene now. Like Skepta, the JMEs, the Lethal Bizzles, the Retry 2s, the Gigs, the Gets, the Friscos, the Kanos, even Wiley himself. These guys have been killing it from mid-2000s. And even before some of them, Wiley, So shit, Bugzy has to be careful, fam. How can you send for STORMZY, yeah, and then you send for the olders? Bugzy, you're a brave guy, but anyway, let's go on, okay? Man, I get way too big for their beats. When their album drop, this is the one to bug STORMZY properly. When the album drop, everybody stopped listening to his album after 1 week, okay? This is true. To be honest, this is most artists, okay? Then when they release the EP or the album for the first time, it smacks number 1. Baka is there, okay? Then let's say after 2 weeks, number 25, and it goes down, like, there's only one initial hype of it, and then when that hype goes, it's like, wow. This is Bugzy making a divide between real music and the occasional grime banger. Almost every artist gets a large hype when they release a mix of an album or the album not to drop, but did they get hype after a week? No. If the songs can be repeated and maintain chart position, like Bugzy's last EP, Facing Time, was in the top 20 for over 4 weeks, whereas it is very common for loads to order on release, it rockets into the top 20, then falls off because no one wants to buy it in the second week, and that is very, very, very true. So many artists do that so many times. And is he referencing STORMZY? Because I think other artists have released that album, or some kind of J Hus released something, you know. Everyone released some kind of EP or some kind of project, but is he talking about STORMZY? I don't know. And this one is related to STORMZY as well. You sing now, but he didn't sing last week, okay? Now, in so many of STORMZY's songs on Gang Signs and Prayer, he started singing, okay? In Blinded by Her Grace and stuff like that, which was, you know, it was a flipping thing song, a gospel song, so I don't really want to cuss gospel songs, okay? But he talks about how before he wasn't singing, before you think, but now you're singing, okay? So that's it. So on Gang Signs and Prayer, STORMZY switches up his style from hardcore grime MC he was before to not only that, but venturing into things like gospel music, managed by your faith, forced by your grace, linking up with none non-grime artists like Linkin Park, Eminike, and even had to go out singing. Now, yeah, it's true. He did a flipping cover to Kanye West song, so Ultra Beam on BBC, some kind of BBC thing. So he is singing now. So he's talking about why he's singing, bro. Before you're grime MC, why you singing, G? You know what I mean? Okay. Or you want to make a track for the girl them because the girl them love Beauty and the Beast, okay? Another Stormzy Gang Signs and Prayer reference, this time at the track Cigarettes and Kush, a song about Stormzy and an ex-girl who he used to smoke with, how he hurt her, etc. Bugzy's mentioning this as a grime love song has been done before, but it's quite rare, mainly because it's a grime love song. And Stormzy seems to have done one a few months ago after. Yeah, it's true. So many links to just one person. We're thinking, fam, come now, okay? This was a robbery. No ballet or gloves. Man, no, I got a bare-faced cheek. I'm not from London, but when I go to London, man, no, I got army behind me. Which army? North England, yeah. Alright, cool. Now, verse 2. Remember when they said, nah, no. What the hell's that, bro? Anyway. What did he do next? This one's simple. It's not complex. Man don't start showing me respect. Basically, he wants everyone to show him respect now, okay? It's true. Since the beef with Chip, like, people from the grime scene, they called Bugzy the joke of the scene, okay? The rest of the grime scene has never really collaborated with Bugzy. That's true. I said that before. After Chip beef, due to Chip having a link with almost everyone in the grime scene, preventing Bugzy from collabs or even mentioned in shout-outs. It's true. He's seen as the outsider, the flipping bad guy. So I guess he's finally getting to him, okay? He says, but I'll start taking shots like George Best, okay? This is referring to the whole thing of him also showing, always sending shots for artists. I mean, always sending shots for, Bugzy basically sending shots, okay? These parts are, you can read them, you can go through it, you can read them, you can pause the video and read them, okay? But what I'm going to focus on is the part where he says for storming properly, okay? Like, you can read it, I'll let you read it here. The grime scene began in East London with the likes of Wiley Dizzy, etc. North and South likes, then began joining in, and before you know it, grime scene is very London dominated, which is true. This is why things like 2016, Skepta vs Devilman Clash were so important for the grime scene, as no one outside London was getting a look in. Okay, I think I'll let you read through it, okay? But I wanna focus on the parts, because this is where he shows off about his money, okay? Oh yeah, I got money. I've changed from flipping living of benefits to owning sick cars, expensive cars, okay? Now let's go to this line. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio, forget about the trophies, okay? Now some of you already know who Leonardo DiCaprio is an actor, okay? And he's done some sick movies, The Revenant, proper sick movies, okay? But he never really gets the awards. People will say, oh my gosh, this guy will lose bare weight for a flipping actor role, but then he will still not win the thing, okay? So that's what Bugzy's saying. I'm the best, but yeah, I still don't get awards. It's true. For the last 2 years, he's been nominated for Mobos, but he never actually got the awards. He's saying, you know what? I don't need the awards. I know I'm the best. So that's him, okay? I think that's the next song they finished, okay? Now this thing, more life, more fam. You can read it there, innit? Play on old Skepta lyric, more money, more paper, using several of his old songs like I Spy, Over the Top, Cross My Heart, etc. However, Bugzy's twisting the phrase to life rather than paper, showing how Bugzy sees more paper in money, okay? Now, this is a serious part. This is a part where it gets, no, is it this part, okay? You can read through that if you want to, okay? Like said, I don't know bar for bar, I'm just mucky, okay? Bar for bar, a phrase coming out of Bugzy and Chip beef. Chip, when I run out with them, you know, bar for bar, it's long, okay? So, that's that, yeah, but I will focus on this part, okay? This was a serious one, okay? It says, look, I make a dark skin MC crumble just like a double chocolate chip cookie. He said for Bugzy and Chip. In just 2 lines, 2 people corrupted, okay? Yep, another Stormzy reference. Stormzy refers to himself as a dark skin in Know Me From. He says, dark skin boy man is over black. It's true. Bugzy was saying how he'll make Stormzy crumble in a clash. They didn't talk about the chocolate chip cookie. But that's kind of wrong, because in the Chip and Stormzy beef, Chip and Bugzy beef, Chip didn't crumble. Like, Chip was like, he had the last laugh. Hurrah, you know what I mean, okay? And then it goes on, and this is where it is to Chip, okay? I make a light-skinned MC sound like a newborn crook, okay? Chip constantly refers himself as a lighty, someone who is mixed race, which he's not. Although Chip was known for being young in the grime scene, he's only a month older than Bugzy, yet he can still spit with a higher pitched tone, hence why he's called Chipmunk. Hence, Bugzy saying he'll make it sound like he's newborn, lol. they tease me, they can ride up the whole scene, okay? He needs to calm down, bruv. He can't sample for everyone, bruv. Like, Bugzy, bruv. But yeah, okay. Again, a shot at nearly everyone in the grime scene for excluding him when he blew up because of the chip beef. He's saying around the whole scene up as they're all in their circle, all doing shout-out collabs, showing love, while Bugzy doesn't get much. Well, yeah, it's true. It's true. When they clashed, more people sided with Chip because Chip were way well known than Bugzy. So it just went like, hey, you might as well side of Chip, you know. Forget everyone side of Chip, okay? And then it goes on and goes on and goes on. But I think this line was to STORMZY as well. And I've seen so many of STORMZY's live shows. He always goes over to the DJ and say, "Hey, reel it up, reel it, come on, reel it." No, and he's topless, he's sweating, looking like some fantastic black chocolate bar. Like, yeah, really tune, really tune, man, kind of thing. Okay, what kind of MC looks at the DJ, reaches out for the decks to get wheel ups? You know, MC just a copycat, it won't last. And to be honest, Bugzy does. I mean, STORMZY does that. Okay, so. It's all mad. That's the lyric deconstruction. Yes, I didn't go for every single word. I was going for one that were more of a diss. You know what I mean? Like, if he's gonna show off, let him show off about his cars, about his money, of how he's changed. But I really want to focus on the flipping, like, the disses, you know. But yeah, just enjoy some of it for free. Enjoy it. But yeah, the reaction will be coming out before this. I'm not too sure when it will come out, but it'll be coming out soon. Are you gonna work, computer? Nah. You're not working with me now. Wow. Okay. Back here, gonna video. Peace, love, and yeah.